Shalom, shalom. All praises to the horizon. Peace and wisdom. Wise Solid speaking. Today I want to do this deep video. Many of you guys asked me how to gain wisdom. Knowledge is information, of course, but wisdom, this being more of a secret practice. Now, all I need is a sound check, if you guys don't mind, and then I can begin. Peace and wisdom if you just joining. Can I get a sound check? Please, I want to know if I'm clear over the tunes. I'll start here while I wait for you guys to let me know if I'm clear or not. Okay, let's start here. Peace and wisdom, K-Flame. Let's begin. No one in life wants to be poor. This should be common sense. Poverty isn't good. An abundance of wealth, so of course this will bring a person to their spiritual lows, their mental lows. But we're not dealing with wealth right now. We're dealing with poverty. And so no one wants to be impoverished. This is to not have your bare necessities met. Now, the point I'm making is this. You have to understand poverty of the mind as well as poverty of the spirit, because a lot of you guys create your own poverty by becoming the spokesperson for poverty. Meaning you guys defend poverty, you guys promote poverty. And so let's start here. A fashion designer like Gucci or Fendi, that's not your oppressor. Stay with me. That's a business person. You live in a system. And so the system is your oppressor. You cannot nitpick away at smaller targets because you don't want to deal with the whole. And so a business person is no different than you are. They just doing better business at the time. You get my point? And so there should never be conversations on fashion designers being anyone's oppressor. We wear whatever we choose to wear. A fashion designer has nothing to do with oppressions. A person wearing high-end fashion and another person's judgment of it is just envy. And that's the point I'm trying to get you guys to grasp. Envy is what pulls y'all into y'all poverty, because when y'all are envious, y'all begin to judge whatever is wealthy or whatever you perceive as wealth. In that, you disconnect yourself from wealth. And so, life's a deep balance. You don't want to get too lost in your lower. You don't want to get too lost in your lower vibrations, your lower emotional state. Because it's going to drag you into the things that you don't want. And so when a lot of you guys speak about me wearing $1,000 shoes, of course, There's no shoes I've paid $1,000 for. I don't know what y'all be talking about. Y'all know me better than me. But I don't show my feet and things like that. You get my point? Meaning I'm not someone who has a show like Wendy Williams where we do a foot cam. And so if you notice what's on my feet, that means you really going out of your way. Now, I'm not a wealthy person. You have people that, you get my point? I don't want to have conversations with none of you over a pair of shoes. Because if that's the case, then I have to look at it and say, well, damn, there's so much more shit in life than shoes, man. But they don't even want me to have shoes. You get it? You don't want to be a person's oppression. Meaning, a fashion designer is not my oppressor, nor is the system. It's whatever friend, family member, or supposed supporter that wishes the worst for me. That's who your oppressor is. Whoever you have around you, not helping you. And so start there. You have real oppressors in life. For most of us, we oppress our own selves. Can I get some thumbs up, please, if you guys don't mind? Subscribe to the channel as well. Like I said, for most of us, we're our own oppressor due to lack of understanding. And so the true oppression is ignorance. You get wisdom and kind of grasp things. Like I said, a lot of you guys are envious. Of course, no one says they are. But you have to catch those things. Meaning these are the things you have to remove from the spirit. Like a conscious cleansing, spiritual cleansing. When you feel envy and things come over you, and you have to be able to acknowledge it and identify it. You're not speaking out to the world, but to the self. Like I said, a lot of you guys are impoverished or going through hardships. And so now it has become your job to tear down whatever you think is of wealth or paint a perspective. You say, man, that brother Solace is painting the wrong perspective when he wears things like that. What a man has and what a man wears has nothing to do with his humility. Let that sink in. Otherwise, what are we speaking about here? And so y'all have to start attacking things. This video is not about me. I don't want you guys to get lost. I don't pay you guys any mind. I happen to I'm take offense. I don't really pay you guys any mind. I have a higher understanding. So I'm not going to sit here and have fucking conversations with you where you like defending poverty. You gonna bring it on yourself more. And so that's my whole point. Whatever y'all do, I just try to make good wisdom of it. Therefore, y'all make and see. You get it? Meaning this has nothing to do with me. I don't care if you guys say like Solace is law, he wears Gucci. If anyone in life think a Gucci hat or a Gucci shirt will magically make a wise person dumb, then you stupid. You get my point? I don't want to be simple here and like a kid. We all got a brain. We all know what's up. We play dumb on ourselves. It creates more stupidity within. But what a man wears has nothing to do with his mind. And so, a lot of you guys have my teachings. A lot of you guys don't know my teachings. You know your teachings and you hold me up to the standards of your teachings. Your teachings may be something of poverty. And so, if you're confused on what poverty is anger. So if you're learning to be angry, poverty. If you're learning to get all hyped up for no reason, you all strong for no reason. Wisdom is delicate. It's relaxed and cool. Wisdom's a smile. Not all that other hocus pocus, that you guys kind of fall into. And so, kind of grasp. It's about growth, meaning you need to, my teachings is about perfecting yourself mentally, getting rid of all that impoverished thought, perfecting self spiritually, getting rid of all that impoverished emotions, and perfecting self physically. My teachings is not about you not having stuff. That's completely stupid. What's the point on living in a life and not having nothing? My teachings is about you having the best things in life that you can have. Don't get lost in it. Learn moderation. Learn balance. Don't get lost into, you get it? My teachings have to do with that. If you follow me and you think my teachings have to do with there's a war between us and Babylon, you're lost into all the stupidities that you flip flop around in. And then you bring that dumb energy here and you take my message in that dumb spirit where you hyped up looking for an enemy. My teachings don't got nothing to do with enemies. The only enemies is of self. If you got an enemy, you need to move your place. This real wisdom. This not stupid wisdom where it's the resistance. I have an enemy. If I don't, let me find one. Life ain't about enemies. If you got an enemy, you in the wrong goddamn environment, and that's what you need to learn as a living soul. You're going to always have stupid oppositions in life. Remove them from you. You don't got to waste your time with no goofbag ass op. Most ops is going down. You going up. You don't have to waste your time. Soon enough, he'll be down. You'll be where you at. You want to correlate it to the streets? A nigga will be in jail before you even ever cross paths with a nigga. You get my point? And so, y'all are learning to be hostile. Y'all are learning to carry over other people's hate. Things they didn't handle, you know? People don't handle their shit, then they like to pass it down to their young. This ain't Bruce Lee, blood. Passing down curses. This is not what I teach. no, no disrespect to Bruce Lee. I'm sorry. Things slip out. Y'all know how I am. I speak from honor, from the truth of self. So I forget y'all sensitive. Maybe I am too. I can't even say. But I can't say because ain't nobody sensitive to themselves. So I'm tough to me. I'm tough. Y'all last. To you, you like, nah, I'm tough. And y'all all, yeah, so I might be sensitive too. I don't know. But so this is what wisdom is about, you know? Having good people around you. Bring things to your awareness from a caring nature, not a judging nature. And so, you see how I tell y'all, man, y'all got to get rid of that envy. It's going to cause you poverty. I'm not judging you because you got envy problems. I'm trying to help you through care, man. That shit is what got you, like, broke like that. Any nigga that got some shit, you chopping him down. A nigga with money is the only way you gonna get some. So you gonna have to eventually like one of these niggas. You get it? Meaning you have to have a logic in this life. Y'all get lost in y'all goofy emotional state. Y'all get lost in other people's dumb agendas. You walking around here all dusty and shit because the dumb teachings you follow say you can't buy nice clothes because that's the oppressor. I apologize. I got a little bug in my nose. I don't know. Hold on. Let me get it. Yeah, I got it. That's gold. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Now, where was I? Pay less. Payless is a white-owned wealthy company. I don't hear none of y'all talking about when y'all see people with Payless shoes on. Y'all don't be like, why you got on the oppressor's clothes? And so my question to black people is, when do y'all see the error in y'all ways? If all the good, expensive shit is the oppressors, and y'all don't care about your own dealing with the bummy shit, how the fuck we gonna come out of poverty? It's just a question. Again, Y'all don't say pay less. Y'all don't see a nigga with raggedy bummy clothes on, which still come pay less. Whoever own that company rich as fuck. They ain't no different than Nordstrom and the rest of them. Ain't no different than Saks Fifth Ave. Don't get it twisted. But I don't hear y'all saying like, why you wearing pay less shit? Why you supporting the oppressor? You know why y'all don't say that? Because that's the cheap shit. And y'all truly don't give a fuck who got on cheap shit. Y'all job is to hate who got on the expensive shit. Now, some of y'all will say, no, it ain't about that. The cheap oppressor shit is cheap. We don't need to be wasting all our big earned money on oppressors. This ain't about money. Life is about resources. Money gonna get spent. And so what the hell are y'all be talking about? You see how y'all get lost in y'all simple brain shit. Y'all forget the whole point. Money is a monopoly game. That part. There's nothing you need in life. So what are we talking about? You didn't really think about that. I'll say, man, a person shouldn't spend their money on this or that. Okay. What should money be spent on? That part. It wouldn't matter. Cause life ain't about that. Who the fuck cares? When you get down to the nitty gritty of it, all the agendas and stupid things and things y'all want to do and things y'all want to accomplish, once y'all do, y'all ain't gonna care. Y'all don't even care now. Y'all just want to do it to show off. Like, look, I did it. You get my point? And so you got to get to a point in life where you get real with self. You don't want to get to a place where you so broke now you got to manage other people's money. You don't want to get so poor where now you looking at this nigga money talking about, man, you shouldn't be buying that. You should be buying this. No. You need to be getting money so you can, manage that shit. Because ain't no nothing nigga about to let you manage his shit. And I don't know how the brain get that poor to where it don't have nothing, to where it reach outside of itself to say, well, shit, I know what money need to be done. You know. You don't even care about money. That's why you don't have none. Right? No, I know that was a little extra. I'm sorry. I like to have fun. But y'all get my point, man. Cut the dumb poor shit out, man. It's getting, like, disgusting. And so... Find purpose in life. Get wisdom. Cleanse the mind, cleanse the spirit. Now let's get into this deep wisdom. Like I said, a lot of you guys asked me how to gain wisdom. Wisdom being the secret. First, let me read Kurt Thomas' comment. The brother said, that's real. All is the self. I've learned to look at everyone as certain frequencies. At some point, hopefully you guys learn that nobody asked you to be on the duty, there you go, of monitoring and minding other people. There is nothing out of sight of self that you need to fix because there's so much shit. Follow me, y'all. You don't ever need to look outside of self for something to fix because there's always some shit brewing or going wrong with the self that can be tended to. The goal is to perfect self, not other shit. And so any critique you got outside, mean you let, the perfection of self take a lunch break or some shit, I'm not sure. You get it? Meaning your criticism is just a thing or a force inside of self that's responsible for bettering your ass. It's what criticizes self to make self say, man, I got to do better with my motherfucking life. That voice inside of y'all that makes some of y'all feel like, nah, I got to grind a little harder, man. That part. When you give that shit a lunch break, it becomes what y'all call criticism. So you like, oh, this nigga like this nigga, man. Everybody like, you get it? You done let your fucking thing that raises you up take a lunch break. Some of y'all let y'all shit take a lunch break indefinitely. And so, deep jewels, try to grasp them. No, I don't lie. Can I get some thumbs up, please? Maybe can some of y'all subscribe to the channel as well? It's a deep thing. Go on ahead and subscribe. That's like getting a key, you know. You stop by the house all the time. It's about time you go on ahead and get yourself a key. So you go on ahead, click the subscribe button. That's like your secret code to the gate to get in. You come here every fucking day. Why you knocking on the door? Why you acting like you not a part of the goddamn house and the family? You here. I know you're here. So cut it out. So let's get to this deep wisdom. Hopefully you guys laugh. Y'all wake up, y'all do y'all exercises. The exercise starts with the mind. Then the spirit. This is when the laughing kicks in. Meaning if you don't laugh in the morning before you do anything, you truly have a problem, you need help. Some of y'all say, man, that's stupid. You truly have a problem, you need help. Life is about laughing. You know, laughing is an expression of joy. If anything in reference to laughing is stupid to you, you have serious problems, you need help, and I hope you don't have children because I'm sorry, I haven't said all that. But y'all know what I mean. You gotta be good in this life. There's kids here. And so I know y'all like to be serious all day and act like, oh, there's so many oppressors we gotta fight. This real life, y'all need to get it together. Listen here. We need to tap into our playful spirit a little bit because there's kids here. Y'all have some. What's all this pretending like y'all so uppity and stick up the ass? Kids don't understand that. When do you snap out of your role? Because practice makes perfect. Practice being uppity and stick up the ass so much. That part. We should childish nature. This is where your joy and happiness truly is. Adults don't have happiness. Kids do. Kids have laughter, joy, and happiness and no worries. Once you lose that aspect of self, you become too much of an adult, you finish. Somewhere in the middle. Not so much an adult, but not a kid. But you get it? You balance somewhere in the middle. This is where longevity of life lasts. Some of y'all become too goddamn grown. You can't laugh now. When you laugh, it looks so strange. Your mouth ain't go like that in so long. When you smile, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with your face? But that's how you like, no, I know. So you gotta smile more, you know? That's how you get rid of wrinkles. Peace and wisdom. Now let's get to the deep. I apologize. I've been dragging on. I know y'all don't care about bettering yourselves. Y'all just want like, I don't care about that stuff. Y'all don't like gossip and stuff. I don't have any of that. But let's start with how to gain wisdom. Now let me take a quick smoke break. Y'all can go ahead and sip on whatever y'all drinking because I know y'all start drinking at 10. So you don't have to pretend for me. I'm just wise. I don't judge. I'm just tell you like, man, you shouldn't drink at 10. Because if you start drinking at 10, it's going to be 10 all day. Tomorrow too. You going to be stuck at 10 o'clock, nigga. I'm sorry. That's how life works. Some of y'all are stuck at 12 noon. Your clock broke, but you don't view self in that way. So now you just a nigga that's like, man, back in the day, I used to be getting money. It should never be used to with money. You never want to be like, I used to get money. That's speaking out poverty in the present. If you used to be getting money, then what the fuck you doing now? If you getting money now, you ain't gonna be like, I used to get money. You gonna be like, yeah, I always was getting money, man. Nigga, I always was right? So you don't want to speak out poverties. You don't want to speak out present poverties because they become future ones. It's an order. Now, when you're dealing with wisdom, here's how you gain wisdom. Of course, you can run around and get a whole bunch of information, but this is not the same as wisdom. Wisdom is something within self. Wisdom is hereditary. It's a genetic thing. And so y'all don't look at the life like that. Y'all say, nah, 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 wisdom's something I pull from outside. No, that's knowledge. Not that being information. Wisdom comes from within. All the life is reproduced. Meaning you come from your parents, but they're a different generation than you. They come from theirs. All is carrying over physical information and unphysical information along the reproducing line. And so all information lies within. I was speaking to a beautiful young woman yesterday. Well, she's older than me, but so learn from that lesson right there. Any woman you talking about, she's a beautiful young lady. You say, Solid, she 80. Listen, man. Listen. Do you want to get cursed out or not? Okay, then. Beautiful young lady. Always beautiful. You say, Solid, she beautiful. You don't have to let her know everything, man. Everybody's beautiful, especially women. If you don't want to get your ass whooped out here in these streets. This is real clear cut wisdom here, baby. You ain't got to be smart to grasp nothing I'm saying. All women is beautiful and they're young. That's why you don't never ask a lady their age. You say, how old are you? They say you never supposed to ask a woman their age. This is letting you know I'm a beautiful young woman. You don't need to ask me my age because my age don't ever change. Right? All women are 25 and that's that. You don't have to argue about it. Otherwise, you'd be able to ask them their age. Now, let's get into the deep. Peace and wisdom, boss man, and everyone else. Now, let's get into the deep. I was speaking to this beautiful young woman, like I said, and she was telling me she would like to get into the teachings, so she wanted me to help her. She was trying to understand the masculine and feminine energies because she wants to get into the teachings of these things. So I told her to tell me what she thinks the feminine energy is. And she was telling me the feminine energy is like, the peace. And so then I said, the feminine energy is the chaotic energy. And before I could finish telling her, like in Hinduism, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Shiva's like a woman. Supposed to be, but they messed up history. Everything got masculined out. But before I could say that, I was just telling her, like, no, you're actually wrong. The correct way is the feminine energy would be chaotic. Then she blurted out, oh, like Cali? And so I told her, you see how when I said what I said, something inside of you already knew? Like, oh, like Hallie? Like you already knew everything I just said, but you're playing stupid, more focused on the things you read. And so you get it? Wisdom's like that. Y'all kind of have a knowing of things already. Then y'all let outside foolishness kind of distort y'all own perspective. Y'all know people by what y'all hear. In that, y'all truly know no one. Meaning y'all don't trust y'all own judgment according to the way y'all move. Again, in today's times, y'all deal with the knowing of people by what y'all hear. You'll say, I ain't hear nothing about that person. And so in that, you got to ask the self, if you base who you know on what you hear, who do you truly know for your own self? Like, there was no pre-hearing, I just know them. That part. Y'all don't know nobody. Everybody's strangers out here. Y'all not taking the time out to get to know people. That part. Can't nobody tell you about nobody better than they self. You get it? It's just simple. And so if y'all following, can I get a thumbs up? Maybe you could throw a one in the comment section just so I know y'all alive and breathing and following good old Upscale. I have to surround myself with life. I'm growing too. I don't want y'all to look at me like, oh, this nigga's the pinnacle of perfection and we have to measure up to him. No, I'm just bringing y'all on my journey. I need to continue growing. Don't become dead fucking weight, is all I'm saying. I do conscious cleansing and all these things that I speak of. Remove the envy from myself and all these things I speak of. And so I continue to receive wisdom from inside self the same way I'm speaking of. And so, like I said, life ain't a resistance, it's a flow. Life is not a fight, it's a flow. A lot of y'all think life is about fighting. You gotta fight for what you want. No, you don't. So you gotta. I seen a video where brother, I forget who it was though, but it was like, man, you gotta fight to come into life. I said, no, the hell you don't. That's a lie. Your mama be fighting. You ain't have to do nothing. Life take care of you. Y'all say like, y'all stay fronting like y'all be doing work and y'all don't. They say we had to fight to come into life. Ooh, motherfucker, arms and legs, nothing worked. What he was fighting with? With his crying mouth? Like, that baby was fighting with his crying mouth? Is truth. Life brings y'all through every aspect of it. Y'all kick and punch and then pretend like, yeah, I did it. You ain't do shit. You just shut the hell up. You get it? Y'all like that. That baby get the kicking and punching. You get it? He screaming the whole way he get pushed out the vagina to then get out and be like, I did it. What you did? Your mama did all the pushing, the doctor did all the guiding, you did nothing. You was guided through life. They cleansed you off. For the most of our lives, we're treated in that way. Taken care of and just ungrateful. Keep saying, I did this and I did that. And so the mind has to get to a place where it grasps. Okay, a life, y'all put up a one. Peace and wisdom, Brother Dick Jones. Anthony Harris. I was going to call you yesterday, Anthony Harris. I suppose I'll do that today. I can't pronounce your name, champ, but you know you good here. Boss Man, Clay Dub. A lot of y'all need to start commenting more. I was going to think about making moderators. I'm not sure how it works. I'm not sure if I can do it now. Let's see. I don't think so. But I be thinking about making moderators and things. Let some of y'all, help me out with the channel and whatnot. But none of y'all talk enough where I know, like, who's really cool and good and who's like a fucking fool that just here. Like he got deep wisdom, but fuck him. You have people like that in life. They just evil for no reason. Just the balance of life. They have to be here though. Get rid of all the evil people. There's no reason to be good. Get rid of all the good people. You won't have no evil. The one side makes the other. So the one side's like the canvas for the other to be the painting on. It's a deep thing. Now, when you're dealing with wisdom, and so the point I was making with the young lady before I get into this deep wisdom was that y'all hold truth inside, and hopefully she grasped that as well. Meaning, y'all don't have to pull from outside. Meaning, I did like a little hour, maybe a little longer conversation with the young woman, like I said, trying to help her out with what she's trying to do, giving her ideas and things. And so I was explaining that to her. You see how you knew what I was talking about where you was able to reference it on your own? Because she could have easily said, no, I don't agree with that. But the first thing she said when she got on the phone was, I acknowledge you wiser than me, so I'm gonna kind of just go with the flow. And you get it? Like kind of if you're taking the driver's class and you say, man, I know I'm the student driver, I'm a drive, but once you be like, whoa, whoa, and what you say over my own judgment for the moment. And so of course she said Cali was, I mean, she said the feminine energy was the opposite of what it is. Meaning she said it's peace and calmness. And when I was like, no, it's actually the opposite, it's chaos. She didn't think to say like, no, I don't agree with that. She finished it for me. Like she already knew the same thing I knew. Now I pull wisdom from within. And so obviously y'all all got the same thing within where y'all already know. And so I was trying to explain to her. You're being able to pull wisdom from within like you just did, meaning when she blurted it out, she blurted it like that because she knew. When I was like, nah, it's the chaotic energies. She was like Callie? Like she knew. Like, oh, I know that shit. And I'm like, you see how you knew? The more you remove the lie away, meaning the holding on to false perceptions things and just look at it like those things is blocking the empty space that the wisdom is gonna, spring out from. You gotta move that out the way. So I was trying to explain that to her. Hopefully y'all can take, that jewel as well. When you remove the lie from self, so this is how you get wisdom. Meaning you cannot receive in truth if you hold on to lie. You have to be 100% truthful to yourself to hold 100% truth within. So I'll say that again for some of y'all that's slow. You have to be 100% truthful within. I'm sorry, you have to be 100% truthful to yourself to hold 100% truth within. Meaning, y'all are not honest with yourselves. If I ask everyone that holds a religion, is your religion really truthful? Most of y'all gonna say yeah. If you're a Christian or a Muslim, you're gonna be like, yeah. This is not necessarily the truth. Meaning the truth would be, I don't know. I was born into this or I chose this over the other. But truly, I don't know. I'm just trying to have something pure in my life. You get my point? Y'all don't speak from the truth. And that should let you know I'm not vibrating on my truth. You get my point? If I ask you how you doing and you fucked up, so most of y'all will say, I'm good, everything good. In that, you do not get help. Use that as a reference to wisdom. If you holding on to lie, that's what you're going to get. You're not going to get what you need, which is the truth. If you're in need physically and you pretend like you good, you're not going to get the help you need physically. Why? Because of your own doing. And so, wisdom starts there. You can't hold on to lie. It's being opinions and you get it? You got to let all that go and be pure. And so, then the wisdom can manifest through the self. Therefore, when you're reading something or hear something, now you know it's deep. All the things y'all read, I'm not speaking about the things y'all read from, y'all fellow men, but like ancient texts, ancient Sumerian texts that was left behind, ancient Egyptian texts, you get it? Like the sacred ancient texts. That's already all within. You get it? That's more like somebody taking what's within you and putting it outside of you because it knows you're gonna drift away. And so you need something to spark the mind to go back into the self and say, hold on. You get it? I don't know how to explain it perfectly using a perfect analogy, but hopefully that works enough. Peace and wisdom, boss man. He said I can spot the stupids. The stupids have to be here. There's no sides. Meaning wisdom has to do with that. You have to get to a place where you grasp there's no sides. And this is how you can, get rid of your judgment issues. Y'all have judgment issues beyond, but y'all take a time out to look. Y'all judge everything. So you have to remove your judgment, therefore you can be balanced. You can't be balanced with judgment. A person with balance don't have no judgment because they don't pick no side. You get it? Whatever side is right in the moment is right. And so in that instant, they are not a part of the separations. Think of a parent. The two children are at odds. The parent doesn't have a specific child in mind that's right. Whichever child is right in whatever the moment is you get it? It's the child that's going to get defended and the other one get the ass whooping. The parent is in the balance of the two, meaning the controller of the two dueling sides. Y'all have to get like that to where y'all grasp that ain't no opposites here. There's opposites here, but it's not about you picking a side of the opposite. You are here to be the dominance over the two, starting with the self, the duality of self. You get it? You have to be the dominant over the two. That's why I say God and Satan is within y'all. When y'all get to a place of true wisdom, y'all will realize y'all are above both. You here to put both like the children where they play together, period. And so it's deep. Some of y'all are bad. You do bad things. Of course, there's no good and bad. But you guys, play your side. So you see things as good and bad. Some of y'all do bad things. Solace, I drink, I smoke. I do bad shit. What you do bad is resist the self. You get it? You say, man, I drink, I smoke, I do fucked up shit. The only thing that's wrong with your drinking and smoking is that you don't let the two sides enjoy the one thing together. See, when a man is drinking and smoking, so there's a side of him to say, man, I drink and smoke, I'm fucking up. The whole of himself is not drinking and smoking. Fuck, this is what I do. I am drinking and smoking, baby. This is why you can go to small islands and see indigenous men and tribal men. They are 170 years old. And they eat tobacco. They smoke cigarettes and drink hooch all day. And they just won't die because there's no resistance in the self or a judgment from within or out to make them go against the self. Am I saying drinking and smoking is good? No. I'm saying if you do not drink and smoke, and there's no side of yourself that yearns to say, man, I wish I can get a little drink. You get it? That's when the self is bad. When the two sides have not come to the agreement. You don't drink and smoke, but you like, I want some. You get it? You a vegan, but you like, go for a burger today. That's what's bad. When you do not commit to what you are at the time, enjoying and living it out. You get it? You addicted to fucking drink. Enjoy it. A day gonna come where you gonna get that shit up, whether it be through death or by your own doing. But until then, all you can do is enjoy it. Meaning happiness is your escape from that addiction. Whatever you addicted to, there's a sorrow attached. That part. That's how a man gets bound to his addictions. The inner self is not spick and span clean, and so in that, you get bound up. Kids don't get addicted as quick as adults. Meaning some of y'all used to smoke and drink like a sailor as a child. 15 to about 23, you just quit easy. That part. Doing shit as a child, it's not nothing to really bind to. Everything dealing with the emotional state. And so I'm not sure if I'm clear, but if I am, y'all can throw up a 1, a 2, something. BC Film said, I need a one-on-one. Peace and wisdom. Email upscaleknowledge@gmail.com. And then we can figure out what you want this one-on-one on, and so on and so forth. And so hopefully you guys grasp. Dick Jones said, I'm going to keep that in mind, boss man. Dick Jones said, every word in reading, hearing, and every word in hearing has an home location. I can't understand what you're saying, Dick Jones. And peace and wisdom to, I'm sorry, there's a lot going on. Peace and wisdom, whoever just sent that gift back through. He give and receive through Cash App. And Dick Jones, I can't grasp what you're saying, brother. I apologize. You said every word in reading and hearing has a home of location within that destination. Peace and wisdom. Yeah, email me BC Films, and like I said, we could discuss what you want to do. Now, when you're dealing with the inner knowledge or the inner wisdom within self, it's dependent on how much truth you hold with you. Meaning, if you holding on to lies and ideals, and you get it, there's no space for truth, because truth and lie cannot mix. It's impossible. If a kid believes in Santa Claus, a kid can never know the truth of the matter of things until, that lie is let go. Damn, you wasn't playing, champ. And so grasp. When you're dealing with inner wisdom, you have to balance the self completely. You can't get lost into sides. This is where judgment starts. Meaning, this is why y'all have judgments. You're on a side of something. And so, whatever's against that side, you kind of like have a judgment of it. If you're poor, so you have a judgment for rich people. If you're rich, you have a judgment for poor people. You're like playing a side. And so wisdom is in the balance. All is in the balance. And so wisdom starts there. You have to remove the judgment, the envy, meaning catching these things when they emerge within the self, cleansing away everything, that's going to bring a disturbance or a resistance. And so you start there. It's not about being good or bad. Say, man, I drink, I smoke, these things is bad. Whatever you do, start with being happy and, committing to it, meaning the both sides of self. The one side of yourself want to smoke and drink, and then the other side of yourself is saying, no, do something better. Either you going to do something better, having the other side, you get it, go with it, or you either better get drunk and high and have that other side go with it. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in the flip-flopping balance, never enjoying getting drunk and high, and never enjoying doing something else. Because whatever you're doing, that's something else, you're like, damn, I want to get drunk and high. And when you're getting drunk and high, now you're like, damn, I should be doing something else. And so think to yourself, are you like that? Are the two sides of the self never in cahoots together. And so this is where your problems start. It's not about what you do, but it's in your not committing to it. When I say commit to it, accept it. Why are you drinking smoke if you do it so you can complain about it? You have to get the mind in a flow with the self, meaning the two thoughts have to become one. This is why y'all like, okay. This is why when I say that, it's like, yeah, that is stupid. Why the hell did I start becoming drinking shit to now not like it? When I started first drinking before I was addicted, I liked it. That's why I started. So why you don't like it now? Because of outer judgment, which becomes the inner judgment. You get it? And so when you align the two sides, commit to one thing or the other, meaning either you're going that way or you're going that way. This is when you can begin to pull wisdom, from the self. You have to be balanced. You have to be in alignment. Hold on. Oh. Sorry about that. Daytime interferences. Fucking mailman was at the door. Now, where was I at? The resistance in self. Was I somewhere along those lines? And so start there, like I said, getting rid of the resistance, whether this be on the inside level of self or outside level. A lot of y'all have enemies and ops, like I said, and y'all give y'all enemy and ops more attention than, you get my point? And so it's because of your spirit, chaotic spirit, you're attaching yourself to everything that's opposing self because you do. You haven't made the self become one with the self. The self is opposing within, so you are attracted to opposition more than love. And you get it? Things that's with you. This is why y'all know this one hater over. I'll get 3 or 4 dislikes, and y'all will notice that over the rest. That's why. You get it? Kind of chasing ops, but this starts within self. He said choosing sides is just being greedy. I have that problem. I wouldn't say choosing sides is being greedy. Choosing both sides is greedy. That's what make you a creep, flip. But balance ain't that. Balance ain't picking both sides. Balance neither side. It's like the parent. Parent don't take neither side. To the parent brain ain't no sides. We one family, you two niggas having a problem. And I got to be, what comes in between. And so you have God and Satan within self. Literally. These are your opposing sides. You just caught in the middle. Meaning when you want to get drunk, this is a side of yourself. You don't want to though. You like, I don't want to fucking keep getting drunk. That's another side of yourself. Then there's you, just the awareness, the witness of these two idiots. We speaking of self. You got to deal with self like that. These two idiots within me can't get their shit together. And so you get it? We either going this way or we going that way. This is where you step in. We either going this way or we going that way. And so you deciding, am I a drinker or am I not? Whatever one you commit to, that's what you're going to be. Meaning if you a drinker, it's because you agree with the side of self that wants to drink. And so now you acknowledge self as I am a drinker. The other side disappears. That part. Had you view it and say, no, I ain't no fucking drinker. I don't care if I'm getting drunk right now. I ain't no drinker though. You agree with this side. And so that side's going to start to fade away because the mind keeps saying, I'm not no drinker. Y'all are drinkers because you view the self as that. You place it on the I am. You say, I am a drinker. Hey, bro, you smoke? Yeah, I smoke. I am a smoker. You party? You club? Yeah, I am a club. You get it? Once you place it on the I am, it's over. And so until you take it off the I am, you will be the thing. Y'all think change starts in y'all trying not to do the action. Change starts in the mind reversing. You get it? There is no action. There's just the reversing of the mind. The body's following the mind. Your mind says, I'm a drinker. It puts it on the I am. That's the self. Man say, I don't want to be a drug dealer no more. But if somebody asks him, man, what you do for a living? Or you still got, you get it? You the man that got the package? Yeah, I got it. He acknowledges himself, meaning in his mind, subconsciously, he acknowledges himself as this thing. You get it? And so it's not an addiction is an acknowledgement. Look at it like that. Your addiction is as simple as an acknowledgement. Now I know you look at that and say, man, that's too simple. You acknowledge your mother. If I say do not acknowledge her anymore, that's how difficult it is, but it's still all mental. You get it? You acknowledge that you are a drinker. Don't acknowledge it no more. You are not a drinker. And so that's not just that easy. You get it? To say I am not. To see self in that way and say I'm not. The same way if I say don't acknowledge your brother no more, he don't exist. So you say I'll try to do that, but it's going to be hard. And so like that. Y'all can give up addictions instantly. Y'all can never get addicted to things if y'all understand that balancing horizon part of self. Meaning y'all have no addictions or bonds. Y'all only have them when y'all choose one side of yourself. And so it's the same on the outer life. Y'all only have problems when y'all choose one side of the other. That part. Before you was the blood, you didn't have no beef. Before you was a Crip, you didn't have no beef. It wasn't until you chose the side. When you was playing basketball in the park, no one was playing against you until you picked an opposition or chose a team to play on. Life's the same. And so, hopefully you guys grasp this. I don't want to talk away. If y'all have any questions, go on ahead and ask. And so try to grasp, I'm giving you guys a chance to ask questions if y'all have. Peace and wisdom, Natasha, Antonia. Welcome aboard, love. Give me a thumbs up after you watch the video. There's some deep wisdom in here for, yeah, you missed a whole lot. But I went deep on some deep things. Just take a time and go back whenever you get some free time and apply the wisdom that I gave in this one, because this is the one. For those of y'all that's trying to tap into the inner self, get the deep wisdom from self, as well as, start perfecting self. Meaning y'all minds ain't perfect, y'all spirits. This is your emotional state. It's not perfect. You still got emotional problems you're dealing with. Like this person that fucked you over last week, they still owe you $45. You said when you see them, you're going to put your hands on them. Your hands. That part. What is a God doing using their hands? Putting them on people. Gods don't do that. God used their mind. This ain't no thing, man. I paid that motherfucking devil to get away from me. That's how you get rid of devils, with money. They'll take your money, they won't come back. So you good. You free of them. Because you better believe that they paid your ass back, they was going to re-borrow some of that shit. Hey, I know you're 50. You think I can get you 30? That's borrowing it back. Soon as shit, real I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You owe the nigga $50, but you say, can I give you 30? You just borrowed back $20 fucking and didn't even pay me back. Technically. That's all. Nigga don't show back up, you just got rid of a burden. All he was gonna do is keep borrowing money from you and borrowing it back before he pays it back, making it where he's always in debt to you. You don't really put your hands on it because he's gonna borrow from you when you really need it. I really need this, bro. Make sure you pay me back. He not. You gonna beat him up. You gonna fuck him up that time, then y'all ain't gonna be friends no more. You could have did that shit a long time ago. Don't seek out motherfuckers that owe you. Let that nigga come back when he come back. I suppose whenever he do, he gonna come back with the money. Otherwise, he gonna look dumb. And so all that time in between, you free of this nigga being a burden. Just a thought. Ain't nothing, no problems in life. Y'all make them. You got to look at the brighter side of things. It's a deep, deep thing. There's always an upside. There's always a downside. There's always just a moving forward. There's always this side or that side, and you can just go forward. Say, I don't have time for this. It's bringing me down. It's bringing me to sides. It's making me wobbly. I need to be straight. Try to grasp it's a deep thing. Keep the mind, you know. You want to perfect the mind. You want to perfect the spirit, that being the emotional state. And you want to perfect the vessel. If you can do all three simultaneously, of course, they're not the same, so you can. This is good. If you want to take your time and do one at a time, so this is good as well. But if you got crusty feet, you got to get the lotion in them things. You get my point? Meaning you got to perfect the vessel. Otherwise, you're going to be looking for stuff to cover the vessel up with. Y'all buy all these nice shirts that y'all wear. We talking to dudes. Men buy nice shirts and sweaters because men don't have big muscles, and they don't have to be big muscles, but a nice cut physique. If men all had nice cut physiques, well, most men would just wear like wife beaters. You know, like how diesel dudes do? These niggas don't own shirts. They always got their shirt off or a wife beater on, right? In that they save so much money. Meaning, in them working on their physique, it saves them from having to slave to make monopoly to buy shirts to cover up what they're neglecting. So anything you neglect with self is going to cost you. It's going to cost you to be a slave to cover it up. Whether it be a physical vessel and you have to go work somewhere, do this job so you can get money to buy a shirt or something to cover the self up with. Oh, you get it? And so this is just an example, an analogy, but use it. Same with a woman. If a woman got beautiful toes and she just keeps her feet so lotioned and perfect, more than likely she's going to wear like open toes. You get it? She's going to show her feet. She's going to feel like if I cover my feet, nobody going to get to see how beautiful they are. The same with the Diesel man. He's like, if I got on a fucking shirt, who going to know I'm Diesel? Meaning y'all vessels are beautiful and glorious, but y'all don't design them. It's just clay. Y'all don't design it how you want it and take the time out and put the work into the clay, shaping and forming it into the perfect vessel you want it to be. Y'all waste y'all time slaving for others, and then you have to cover up what you're neglecting. And so my teachings is about that, perfecting the self, every aspect of the mind, the spirit, and the body. You should have beautiful feet, beautiful legs, beautiful skin. You get it? You should be beautiful, man or woman. See, all right. Sometimes my nails grow and I have to cut them, but you get it? You should be beautiful. If you can see my hands, I'm sure you're like, oh, so it's got nice little, that's nice soft little girly hands. My skin is soft. You get it? It's a deep thing. You have to grasp. You have to perfect self, but it starts with being stable inside. You can't be all stressed out and folded up in the face either. That's not going to help. You got to be to a place where you calm and relax and you're just ready to tend to the self. No judgment needed. You can't do nothing with that. You tell a person, hey, whatever judgment you have for me, you can just hold it. I'll get it later. You got a lot of people in this life when they got problems. You don't have to be honest to people that have mental problems. They're disturbed. They're trying to bring judgment and give it to you. They got a whole bunch of hate. They want to give it to you. Tell them, listen, man, hold on to your hate. Because I'm going to come and get it later. I promise. Yeah, you ain't coming to get that shit. But at least you know a hater. He's like, okay, I just need to be acknowledged, baby. I'll wait. You going the hell on. That's how haters work. I'm telling baby, I know you got existence too. You help serve the purpose too. I'm gonna come back get that hate from you. You already know how we do, baby. You ain't got to chase me down. You've been doing this for a long time. You say, okay, I'll wait. Go on about your business. Hate gonna find something to do while you gone. Like a hater gonna find somebody to hate on while you gone. Don't worry about it. He gonna be okay. Y'all be acting like y'all don't want to let y'all haters down. So I don't want to leave all this jealousy behind because they need me. They don't need you. Y'all be getting rich. You be, I'm down for the hood. Motherfucker, they gonna find somebody else to be ghetto with. They don't fucking need you. Go on your way. Live your life. You can't be both sides. You can't be rich and famous and broke in the street. Make up your mind. So, a lot of rappers is in jail right now because of that. They didn't make up their mind. You either want to be broke, rich and famous, or a broke street nigga. They want to be both. Say, I could be a broke street nigga and famous and rich. Now, this don't even make no goddamn sense, but they do it. Then they die and go to jail, and it's a deep thing. It's a lot of counseling that we need. Y'all need to send the youngsters that, become rappers like 2021. Just send them over here. Just send them to me, then I'll send them to Wallow after I'm done with them. Simple order. Just so I could tell them how to cleanse all the dirt off their soul and mind. Because that shit gonna have you back in the ghetto, nigga. You can't be having a ghetto-ass mind and think your ass ain't gonna vibrate back there. And so your problems start there, bro. You gotta fix your mind. If you're rich and famous, the mind got to vibrate on that accord. So you can't feel like, oh, I'm shitting on my peoples. Motherfucker, if they was your peoples, you would be vibrating on broke minds still being broke. Something about you don't want to be there. So why are you playing games with self? You get it? Meaning this is what somebody should have told King Von. Why are you playing games like you still want to be in the fucking hood, nigga? If you did, why the fuck are you out here rapping? You not leaving your friends from the hood behind. If you truly felt that way, then why the fuck are you rapping? What made you decide to say, I want to do something to get out the hood? Now when you out, you looking back talking about, I don't want to leave nobody behind. You did. That's why you did what you did to get out. Now you're just having guilt problems. And so, you help who you can. Some of your friends, most of them belong to the environment until they decide otherwise. You might have one or two out your bunch that you can bring with you. You have to be what you have to be after that. You can't be flip-flopping around. Keys of the Kingdom said, did you see my last message? I'm wondering how can I pay for a video lecture? It's a very deep topic I want you to get into. Sure, brother. Just email me at upscaleknowledge@gmail.com. Some of you guys can have your one-on-one lectures. Well, not one-on-one lectures, but your one-on-one scholarship breakdowns or consultation. Y'all can have them, like over Zoom, on Instagram, if you want. However y'all want. It's your purchase. So you figure it out. Some of y'all be trying to build up y'all little channels. And so you might say, man, I want to do this shit on Instagram. It might help me. Man, I'm not lit on Instagram. So you might say, like, I want to do it on YouTube with you. So I'm not sure how, but if you explain it to me, if you explain it to me, then you can do it that way. There's no problem. Boss man said it's like the old story of the devil being able coming in only if you let him. Oh, you said it's like the devil being able to come in only if you let him. Yeah, the devil's already inside, baby. So you already got it. Just like that. Except it's already in. And so it ain't a matter of you letting the devil in. It's just a matter of you picking his side. God and devil within. View them as whatever you want. Good, bad, disturbed, undisturbed. But you pick which one. And so that's letting it in. It's already there. You just picking. So, like I said, a lot of y'all need to stop playing games with yourself and really get this wisdom. This is not the wisdom. This is just like an analysis of my teachings and what I do with myself. Basically, my perfection of self teachings, conscious cleansing thing. And so a lot of y'all need to get into that. When I say get into that, I mean get the actual physical works of it. The stretches, the breathings, understanding what you're doing when you're meditating. Meaning a lot of you guys say, I meditate. You've never been taught how to meditate. I've been looking. Nobody's explaining how to meditate. Everyone's just saying, do you meditate? And I meditate. But no one has truly explained, well, how do you meditate and what is that? And so most of you guys just sit there. Most of you guys just say you meditate, but you don't do anything. It's just for conversation purposes. Some of you guys do try and meditate and you find yourself sitting there, You don't really know what you're doing, but you like, I don't care. Then some of y'all, I guess you do it and you like, I'm not sure what y'all do. When I say that when I ask you guys, no one ever answers it. Y'all just be like, you get it? Y'all kind of say the same thing. I'm meditating. Y'all know, what is that though? And y'all don't really have an answer. It's like, y'all get frustrated when y'all pretend with yourself. So when you're dealing with my practice, you get a clear understanding on what meditation is and what you're doing. I mean, you got different aspects of meditation. And so you learn from jump. The mind has 4 directions. Really 8, but let's start with 4. The mind has 180 degrees forward, 180 degrees backwards. If you want to split that into 4, forward, side, side, back. The west side coalescing with the back. The east side with the front. 180 degrees forward, this is awake. 180 degrees backwards, that's unconscious. If you're lost, close your eyes. You're aware of everything until about right here, right? I'll say again for those of you that had the eyes closed. You're aware of everything till about right here, right? You can't seem to turn yourself around within your body to face backwards. That's for when you go unconscious, facing backwards within the vessel. So I'm giving you a perspective of you as mind. The spirit is 180 degrees down and 180 degrees up. You can put that into 4 directions as well. Left and right are east and west down, and left and right and east and west above. This is the mind and connection, meaning the mind and spirit is one. These your 8 directions, your 8 dimensions of mind. Now, when you meditating, you starting there, and so that's all y'all get. Why serve and die? Or give back. That's all I ask for deep thing. Even when I'm walking, I can absorb and emit as a form of meditation. Meditation is something specific. Y'all have, you see how, no, don't take offense. You see how you said all of that, truly never said what meditation is. That's what I mean. Y'all don't know what meditation is. You said you dance meditation, you walk meditating, but you never said what meditating is. If I tell you, tell me what it is, what are you doing? You'll tell me dancing or walking. But in terms of the meditating process, and so please, no one say meditation is about you pulling in wisdom. Wisdom's already within. Meditation is about clearing away, but you have to start with what I was explaining with the directions of the mind. Of course, these are your 4 winds. The mind is like airs. These winds come together, manifesting your substance or your emotional state, meaning your emotional state is physical. Meditation has to do with the inner cleansing. And so, anyone wants to learn what meditation is, truly, email me. Dick Jones said, that's what I mean. It's the presentation of nothing. You got me though. See? Yeah. Some of y'all real and y'all be like, yeah, you right. I don't know what the fuck that is, man. I just be bullshit talking. I had a young woman tell me that one day. I'm like, man, what is meditation? I'm bullshit talking. She like, I don't. You know what? I don't know. I just be fucking around. And so that's the first stages of truly understanding things and learning them. And so you can use meditation. Meditation is making the 2 sides be quiet while you think. Mind's always running. And y'all always indecision. Always. Watch TV, y'all like, shit, I should turn. That shit going commercial, you turn because you've been in decisive mind that whole time, subconsciously. You waiting to like change. Wait for the fucking commercial to come on so you can change. That's the spirit you already in. You ready to go. Like, it's the 2 sides of self. They always at odds. Even when you're watching TV, there's a side of self that's like, I want to turn. Soon as commercial come, boom, you get the flicking. You get the flicking through the channels. You don't stop on no specific channel because this side of self is opposite of the other. The other side of self wants to watch that television show. This side of self is completely opposite. It doesn't want to watch any specific show. It wants to flip through all of them. And so they conflict. You're watching the show, waiting to turn. You have to, get these 2 things together. Be the mediator over them. So, meditation is that. When you put these 2 to sleep, but it's a process of putting them to sleep. Meaning it's a technique to making the mind stop so you can think. Most of y'all don't get to think without influenced thought. Meaning y'all have ideas and thoughts. These thoughts are not y'all's, and so in that y'all don't ever get to think clearly. Of course y'all take substances. This is more influenced thought. He said, I heard Ayana Gregory sing on that beat in the background. It's a beautiful vibe. Y'all like to kick out. It's a nice peaceful vibes, nice peaceful sceneries. Keep the spirit together. But that's Outkast's song, Liberation. I'm not sure who you named. You can YouTube Outkast Liberation. Then you'll get to hear the actual song. It's a deep thing. I just need the music. I don't deal with words. I'll check it out, Star People. A lot of y'all like Kanye West's song Diamonds Are Forever, and so y'all make sure y'all go listen to the original version by what's her name? Let me see right quick. Shirley Bass. Am I right? I haven't found it yet. I'm just... Is her name Shirley Bass? Don't none of y'all know? Shirley Bassey. Why I sound this sharp, man? I be knowing my stuff, man. Cold blooded. I can get my groove on. Old school. Y'all got to grasp this shit real. Disco fever. Shirley Bassey, Diamonds Are Forever. Make sure y'all listen to that. I don't want to fuck up my video. We'll be having a whole bunch of dumb things, but we gonna play it now. I don't care. No, we ain't playing it. Where's the real one? Nobody want to see her in. Nobody trying to see Shirley Bassey performing. I can hear niggas clapping. I'm sorry, y'all. I shouldn't have did that. Get out of there. Yeah, get out of there. She tripping. But go pull up Shirley Bassey, Diamonds Is Forever. And start listening to some things outside of just death and shoot 'em up, bang, bang, and I want to lick your vagina because it tastes like honey. Something like that. I don't know. Young kids are crazy. Big ol' share. Throw that in there from left field. Big ol' share. Now, if anyone wants to give back, you can do so at paypal.me/SolidSolarity. Of course, life is balanced. You have to get in tune with the flow of what you know you supposedly live by and stand on. So, if you want to give back, do so at paypal.me/SolidSolarity. allcash.app/$ the real solace. Or you can just click the description arrow. Of course, I have the feather up tees. They're really dope. You know, you can be fly like me if you wear it. It just instantly makes you like ripped. It's like a magic shirt. Get one. Why serving Dotto? Talking to niggas like they stupid. Yeah, it's magic. Don't worry about it. They talk to y'all like y'all 5. Yeah, my shirt's magic. Don't worry about it, guys. Go to wiseservant.org. Once you put it on, you get really decent with it. Everything I just said is true, though. Go to wiseservant.org, get that shirt. It's groovy. Peace and wisdom behind the scenes things. I was looking to see. I've been getting a lot of women coming in here. Who been sending y'all in here? You know, who say it like ladies. They're a lot more helpful than men. Men like to get jealous. So it's deep. I tell her, man, you just mad because my dick bigger than yours. I say that out loud, I'm sorry. Then you just mad my dick bigger than yours. If you a man and you want to piss off one of your friends, just tell him that. You breaking up over shit, man. Beating around the bush. I know what this is really about. He gonna be like, what? What it's about? You mad because my dick big? Throw him completely off. He gonna be like, what? Then y'all gonna be cool. I guarantee you he start crying, laughing like, nigga, stop playing. I'm trying to be serious. Just cut him off. Like, I know what this is about, baby. We done been through this too many times. You mad for my dick. Yeah. You hit him with the shit that Pop said. It said, my dick's bigger than yours. And his brother said that it was cold that time. Nigga, it was cold that day. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know who's here retarded. I gotta enjoy my laughs throughout the day. I can't just teach without laughing and, having fun. It's important. If laughing and having fun is a problem for you, I don't know what to tell you, but try not to interfere with other people's laughing and enjoying their life. I'm sure your face is wrinkled. So. Yeah, rest in peace to John with the spoon. He was hilarious, man. And so grasp. It's all about, the simple things in life. Joy, good conversation, good company. No one around judging you. A lot of y'all are lost in the judgment, so y'all take, these things is deep, man. Whatever's within, so it starts to consume self. Meaning some of y'all are judgmental. You judge people. You get judged. You get it? It's like all over you. You can't get no relief. You think people are judging you. And so some people are just, telling you what it is. It don't have nothing to do with judgment. Like when I tell you guys, you have to get rid of your envy because it's causing poverty for you. You don't need to worry about what kind of shoes I wear. Speaking in envious spirit, that's making you impoverished. You defending poverty. And so you see how? I'm not judging you. You can do whatever you want. I'm just explaining to you what's happening to you when you do that. And so, my shoes are not making you poor. And my shoes are not bothering you. That part. Whatever's bothering you, it's a matter, it starts there with your envy. You have to remove it from yourself. So, a lot of y'all create y'all poverty by being envious of others. Envy is a sign of spiritual poverty. Meaning if you feel envy, your spirit has poverty on it. You need to remove that. If you have negative thoughts, like I'm gonna deck this dude, not me. I'll beat y'all. Say that out loud, I wouldn't. He said, man. If y'all like, I'm gonna deck this dude. This is impoverished thoughts. Because if you deck him, you can end up in jail. Jail is a impoverished place. You eat impoverished food, it's a impoverished place. It's a result of the thinking. Mind you, that tough guy shit come from impoverished environments. This is where y'all get this from. Y'all impoverished environments. And so, you have more than physical poverty. You have spiritual poverty and mental poverty. A lot of y'all can't get out of y'all physical poverties. You like, man, shit don't ever go right for me. I can't seem to never have a break where I get a chance to ball out. You ain't taking the time out to remove your spiritual poverties and your mental poverties. And so if someone doesn't come along and put physical wealth on you to change you, because if I was to give one of y'all $1,000 shoes that be talking all that dumb shit, you will wear them. You get it? And so if that doesn't happen to where, you get my point? Meaning if you have on things of wealth, you're not going to speak against it. That wouldn't make no sense to you. You wouldn't say anything. You kind of would grasp. What was I even talking about all this time? I'm stupid. You get my point? Meaning when you poor and you don't got nothing going, you got a lot of time. You get it? If you taking care of your business, you don't got time to look at nobody else's business and be like, yo, you should do that. You occupied already. Like that. A lot of y'all create your own poverty. It starts with y'all envy and your mindset. The mind has to be rich. The spirit has to be rich. We're not speaking about physical poverties. Meaning a lot of y'all are so physically impoverished for so long. You hate anything that you think is wealthy. Like wealth is your oppressor. A designer is your oppressor. You get it? Everything but the truth of the matter, which is the self. You're your own oppressor. Because you're wasting your time judging stupid things. The million dollar company like Saks Fifth Avenue, of course they're more than a million, you get it? But they're no different than Payless. But you won't hear those types saying that to someone that wears Payless shoes. Why are you supporting the oppressor? And so it starts there. I suppose a man gonna defend what he is or what he himself as. And so y'all adopt these poor ass. It makes y'all poor. Y'all become defenders of poverty. Again, this is not the go get wealth and sell your soul to the devil just to have money. There is no poverty. You get my point? Let me say that right. There is no wealth you need to chase. You already have wealth once you remove the poverty. Y'all are greedy. So y'all want more than y'all need. This is what y'all view wealth as. Having way more than you fucking need beyond measure. Where you can be stupid and buy like 20 cars. They all cost $100,000 or more. This is rich to y'all. The stupid shit y'all see on TV. Y'all not looking at rich in wealth from a stable mindset. Saying that's just a star stupid life. But what's rich on a real level? That part. Most of y'all will have that or be able to achieve that if you just remove your jealousy and all the mental and spiritual poverty. Because that's what's making you feel like you don't have enough. That's where your poverty starts. It's not about how much you have, it's when are you fulfilled with what you do have. And so this is when the poverty stops. Poverty just being a feeling like I'm poor. A person saying I'm poor is just a feeling. Outside of that, what is poverty? You can say, man, it's not having this or that. That's your perspective of shit you want. You get my point? You can go to the rich neighborhoods. Motherfuckers that don't live in mansions is poor to them. If you don't drive $100,000, $200,000 car, you drive a regular fucking piece of shit. You get it? To somebody that lives, somewhere in the middle class, so a BMW is a nice car. I agree. A BMW, Mercedes Benz, any car don't, it wouldn't matter. If it runs and it's nice and new, it's not breaking down, this is a good car. You get it? So, if you looking at it from the rich man's perspective and your ass is at mid-class level, you poor. But this is a poverty you brought upon yourself. It was a feeling. You paying attention to stupid shit. And so a rich man can feel poor. Meaning the wealthy, they get around Oprah. 50 Cent get around Oprah, I'm sure he'd be like, damn, I'm poor. I need to do better. But he already doing great. So this is my point. You can always feel poor. You can always be impoverished. That shit don't have no end. And so wealth is somewhere in the middle, in the balance somewhere. And like I said, most of you can achieve that. Or you have it already. You're just fucking greedy. And so now you owe me. Because I'm impoverished. Playing with y'all. Y'all need to get back. I got to get back on my feet, baby. That's a deep thing. That's a deep thing. Net worth, peace, and wisdom. And so y'all give on back, you hear? Big O said, I try to make sure I give y'all the deepest wisdom that, life has to offer. You can't complain on there. You know somewhere else to get it. So, if not, you owe. So you going ahead and visit, you know what to visit. You know what to do. Big O said, salam, shalom, shaka khan.